Scrapfest. For those who don't know what this is, so this started as a humble scrap metal sculpture competition around 16-ish years ago.
All right, hey everyone, Jonny Snider here with Jonny as well. Today we're going to be going through Scrapfest through the eyes of the artist, and starting off with me and my buddy Mike Beaver from Pittsburgh driving to Lansing, arriving at Friedland Industries Scrapyard. Here we are. So today is one of my favorite days, and that is called Collection Day. Shout out to Grandpa who lives in Michigan. Well, Collection Day is where all the artists actually just collect all the material for their sculpture. Buzzer goes off. We got 1 hour. Everybody rushes the scrapyard, and we're looking for whatever we can find in there to build our sculpture. The large sculpture category is allowed 500 pounds, and the small sculpture is 250 pounds worth of metal. It is off to a good start. Everybody rushing the yard. I decided to take a little break here, let everyone clear, and see what I can find where I park. Right off the bat, finding some good pieces of stainless steel. This is such a fun process, being able to go through a scrapyard like this and pick out the pieces that you want.
Oh, pretty good. What do you think? Cool color. Wonder what it is. Slightly rusty. That might work. I like some of this. Morning. Hey. How you doing? Good. Might grab some copper wire over here.
This thing would make a nice die for a hydraulic prop.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of there. Oh, can I do something with that, you think? It's a beautiful color. These are gigantic. That looks safe enough. Shout out to Brunt Workwear for keeping my feet dry in this mess. Whoa. All right. That is a mess.
All right, for those of you watching, we fill these bins up out in the scrapyard and bring them back and refill our metal cages.
Yeah. So I got some stainless steel that's gonna be nice and clean, and I got this rusty metal that's gonna give it a nice brown patina. Yeah. It's the little stuff people overlook. Work the best. Just use it. Whatever is from here is what you're allowed to use.
Oh my god, this is literally...
Is that the piece you were looking for?
It's a branch.
Nice.
I need solid.
That's it.
I'm gonna drill a hole into this pipe and stick it in the bin welder.
I love how you can see it and you already know exactly what you're doing with it. Found some good pieces I was looking for. Check out Mike's bin.
It's from a tree.
Oh, nice.
Together. It's brown.
Oh, that's heavy duty, dude.
It's got a 3 high, the perfect size. I might even cut like 2.5.
Yeah.
But they're already kind of beveled to weld it.
Perfect.
So
it's going to be thick. Like a thicker, yeah.
It's almost in the shape of a cocoon already.
Oh, you're like halfway there. Pop it out.
Outside, wings, and then all the dowel rod nuts and bolts.
Love it. I love it. I'm so glad you're finding everything you need. It's going to make the competition even better. Oh, a little round stock. This is a good piece. All right, well, now that I'm looking, share that with me here. I don't know what's going on with these little pieces. Those look good. Oh, yes. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Yep, that's the one. Oh, man, look at all these little fellas. Oh, yep. Well, I just got distracted very easily. Look at all these little bits. This is like amazing. Stainless steel bits. What the heck this is? Uh-oh, I hear a buzzer going off.
I think we're done.
Yep. Oh, what is this? And this. Whoa, sinking down in some mud here. Oh man. I keep finding these like plates. How perfect is that? Some writing, some detail, some dates. That's gonna be really good for my sculpture. Some square stock. And my hands are full. Damn it. It's so muddy here, we can't bring these carts back. For the some people that do, once they fill it up with metal, it's so heavy, they can't get it out. I don't know what it says. Throw a couple rivets in there. Beautiful. Yep.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good.
Getting what you need?
Yeah. Good to see you. I like your shirt. Congratulations on your display of your art piece. So this is all aluminum. Ooh, what did I find here? Oh yeah, that's it. Sweet. Looks like it caught on fire somewhere. That's a nice score. And all right. Finding what you need, Ivan?
I don't know. I don't feel like it.
No.
Never feel like it either, but we'll always end up with something. Some days go, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I got everything right now.
I needed. That's the one. That's the 2-minute warning. What I needed. 2-minute warning piece. All right. So now I have a little basket to throw stuff in. A little bit of wire. Why not? Ooh, an old leather glove. You guys are probably wondering, what the heck am I making? Don't worry about it. It'll be soon enough.
You're not waiting with him while you're waiting for
Okay, they're gonna go weigh this, and then hopefully I don't have to take anything out.
This was such a fun collection day. I found a lot of pieces that I needed and couldn't be more thrilled about it.
All right.
And that's it. They weighed. I was underweight, so I didn't have to take anything out of my bin. I was able to keep everything that I picked. And that's it. We're going to bring the cart down to the Jeep, load it up. Thank you very much. Yep. All right, buddy. So we actually had to fit both of our scrap metal in there. Mike Beaver, all his material, and then all my material. So that's it. We got a little Jeep full of stuff, and we're on our way back to Pittsburgh. Had a blast. So much fun. Coming up is one of my favorite photos. Right here with Ivan, coming up in just a second. Ivan and Travis from Team Hammer. That one, there it is. Favorite photo of the day. Looks like they're having a blast. Shout out to Friedland Industries. And that is a group photo of everyone there participating, of the artists. It's a lot of people. A lot more than I think people can see, you know, and what they think is involved in Scrapfest. These are some great aerial photos showing just how big of a operation this is. And shout out to the sponsors this year. It was, you know, great having everyone. Shout out specifically and personally to Friedland Industries, Marco Markers, Edge Welding Supply, and Lincoln Electric. You know, you all made it a really good year. That's it. Small truckload of stuff. Let's see what we come out with. Hey guys, Jonny here, and I wanted to do a quick little video on where I'm at with my Scrapfest sculpture build. So originally, I had an idea that I had written out on paper. I had a drawing, and in my head it looked really good. And then after I did a cardboard cutout kind of sample of what it's actually going to look like, I did not like how it turned out. It's not what I was going for, and I decided that I'm going to have to pick different sculpture, different concept. So I'll show you what I had before. You can kind of see. So this is what I had drawn. So I'm going to go with something similar, but I am going to change it up. So this was just too much detail, too much depth. It would have looked cool in my head, but yeah, too much going on there. So I'm going to change it up a little bit, and we are going to go with a different sculpture concept. I'm going to go with something more along the lines of still keeping the robot designs, but also switch it to where the robot is maybe riding a horse, something along that line. So to get the scale of the horse correctly, instead of printing out a piece of paper, decided to grab a trophy. My brother ended up winning a horse race. He owns a couple horses, and he gave this trophy to my son. My son had it, and I decided to bring it down here and use it for inspiration and for scaling purposes to kind of make sure I get the design of the horse correctly. So, yeah, who knows? Who knew when he gave that to my son that it would be used as a sculpture reference? So, cool. Look forward to seeing how this actually turns out. You can see I got nothing cut out yet. This is what I got from the scrapyard. These pieces just like they are. All I did was rinse off a little bit of mud. So I might go with this design here. It's going to be more laid out in single pieces versus one solid piece. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Doesn't look like much right now, but before you know it, this will take shape. All right, this is my first time doing any type of layering concept when it comes to metal. And I had written it out as the best I could under the circumstances that I was under and the pressure. Didn't have time to really learn about it. I just know I needed to do it and dive right in. So, first time working with layers. Biggest thing is, I have to say right now, is templates. Working with cardboard and paper templates to start. Gotta have some fun along the way.
right, just closing up shop here for my Scrapfest sculpture that I'm working on. It's coming together. It's coming together. The idea in my head obviously is different than what I'm actually making, but that's the way it works with art like this. So I am in the middle of finishing up the first portion of my sculpture, and that was making a horse. So I'm gonna flip this around, you guys can see what it looks like. It's upside down right now. I'm gonna flip it over in just a second. It might come all crashing down. I have a lot of welding to do on it. Let's see how that turns out. Right. Let's see if it'll stand up by itself. There we go.
Yep, this is gonna be pretty sweet actually.
It'll look cool once it's all welded together. All right, so not bad for the start. The original plan that I had, I changed it. I don't know, I mentioned that in maybe an earlier video or not, but things are turning out pretty good. I'm happy the way it's turned out. Just said that. I think I'm going crazy. That'll happen. This is a quick turnaround time for an art piece, and like I've said multiple times, using only select few metals what I got from the scrapyard. So as you can see, I'm limited on what I can use and how to use it. So to fasten those horses together, there's little aluminum washers that I made to fit in between, and then I'm making rivets to go in between, and I'm using that out of like this wire will be the rivets, and then my washers I made out of aluminum diamond plate. So I just made my own little washers there. So no stock of my own. I'm going 100% from the scrapyard. Well, this copper wire looks pretty good. I'm gonna say that it might look like some really good horsehair, huh? It's my guess too. Let's go with it. All right, just about done with the horse of my Scrapfest sculpture. Scrapfest sculpture, little tongue twister. This thing's pretty sweet. Got my gloves on because it's sharp as hell. All right, still got a little bit of work to do on it, but I'm just about done. I can't wait to share it on here. Oh. So, it's a horse with hair. Yep. Oh my gosh, this thing is heavy. Jeez. Got the tail on there. So got the tail out of wire. I'm gonna clip the wire so it all fits a little bit better and a little bit more organized, but it's basically the horse structure. Here I'm starting to design the base concept of how I want the base to be laid out and what's it going to look like. And the concept behind the design that I picked is to make it look like motion when a horse is running through the dirt. All right, doesn't look like much at the moment. I'll come back to that. It's going to go there. It's going to go there. Shout out to my friend Xavier, or Art Like Us. He stopped by the shop and did a little photo shoot with me while I was making the sculpture. So that was a lot of fun having him there. So shout out to you. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Now that we've got the horse welded up and standing on its own, it's going to be a lot easier to start making all the other pieces that will go along with this sculpture. First, got to get a saddle. Had to figure out how to make a saddle in the first place. And then this come along here I found, you'll see it in the beginning of the video, me pulling it from the scrapyard, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I realized that all of the pieces that were part of it would make good little pieces for the rest of the sculpture. And this one, I was really glad this was in there. You'll see that being used in just a little bit. Got to get some TIG welding in. Got some silicone bronze on there, give it a little different color. And if you go back and look at the collection day, you could see a lot of these pieces that I'm using in these next few video clips. You could recognize them from when I pulled them out of the scrapyard. But yeah, so a lot of these plates that I was using were aluminum and the frame was steel. So I kind of like sewed it together using some wire. Just like that, the structure starts coming together.
Do you love me, Matthew?
I do.
Honestly?
Yes. Secretly, but honestly.
No more secrets.
So I'm sure you guys had saw me throw that glove inside my bin and wondering how I'm going to use it. Well, at the time, I didn't know how I was going to use it either. But as the sculpture was progressing, I decided I found a good idea for it and think, all right, let's see if I can use it there. So the first step is to clean it. It was covered in mud. It was pretty dirty and also pretty beat up. It was a well-used glove. So got to disassemble it, took it all apart. Use some saddle soap on it, try to bring some life back in it, and then next step was sewing it together to make some sort of structural square type concept. And then I just glued in some copper wire in there so I could shape the leather the way I wanted it. And just like that, we got ourselves a little jacket. And yes, I found that brass piece at the scrapyard. That was a nice little find there. So, leather jacket turned out good. I was really happy the way it turned out. It's removable, or it can stay on. Such a fun little different medium to throw in there. All right, getting ready to drop off my sculpture for Scrapfest. So, I'm driving to Lansing, Michigan from Pittsburgh, and one of the rules with Scrapfest and the competition is if your art piece breaks, then you obviously can't be entered into the competition. So I'm taking a precautionary by bringing my Renegade Volt from ESOP, and this is a battery powered stick welder. So this is going to be my backup plan. If I break something on my sculpture, then I'm able to quickly weld it back in place and enter it into the challenge or the competition. So we got our full batteries, everything's charged up, ready to go. All right, I love this welder. It's such a nice asset to have. And as you can see, it fits in the back of my smaller vehicle really well. There we go. Mike and I heading to Pittsburgh to Lansing, just arriving at Stark Studios, where we're going to be dropping off all the sculptures. One of the first art pieces to be dropped off that we saw, Ivan and Travis and their team Hammered. This is it. This is kind of what's going on behind the scenes at the artist drop-off day. just for the artist to hang out, drop off our sculptures, see everyone's work for the first time, see how everyone made it, ask questions. It is a really cool opportunity for the artist to really connect on a different level here.
I'm gonna talk into that.
Steele Ryder hanging out. Such an amazing sculpture here. Incredible work. Thank you. Right, lock performance.
Congratulations, everybody. Everybody just crushed it this year. Yeah, everyone outdoes themselves every year.
Anyone watching this is not going to know what to look at.
The stuff that you can do when you're
Because without all the photos, one picture of them. Yeah, just push those.
All right, and then we did have a sculpture that ended up breaking there at the drop-off day. And luckily had the ESOB Renegade Volt there to help weld it back in place. So happy to help. So glad I brought it to be able to offer this kind of help to some of the other artists. And this is the Team 7th Acts with Lauren and Rachel. Their sculpture is Willie and Eve. It's such an awesome little robot guy. And so glad that I was able to help on a robot too. How cool is that? So they welded it. Basically, one of the arms broke off. Super simple, especially when you're working with metals that you're not aware of like what kind of steels they are, and we're trying to weld them together, different materials. So you never know when something's not going to really get a good weld in there.
Yeah.
There it is. Still in the competition. This is a little behind the scenes of some of the sculptures being photographed to be able to put up on the website so people can bid on them and stuff like that. And it's kind of nice seeing a couple clips of, behind the scenes, kind of what they're doing. This is my favorite. Check this out. My sculpture is definitely one of the smallest this year. Size-wise, definitely the smallest. So it's kind of cool seeing these shots and how it was photographed.
Should I get a shot like an old Western?
Reminds me of oh, thanks.
Can I see? It's okay to put the camera on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's cool.
So today is Scrapfest Day. We are leaving from Pittsburgh. I got me and my family. Once again, we got the Volt in there. We got all of our stuff ready for about a 4 or 5 day weekend. And we're driving from Pittsburgh to Lansing again. Of course, there's always traffic and construction. We've got to represent Scrapfest on the car on the way up. We got a lot of honks and good looks, thumbs up on the way. Before you know it, we're already at the artist portion of Scrapfest starts by picking up our sculptures and having to drop them off where Scrapfest is actually held in Old Town Lansing. All right, so let the weekend begin. And of course, we able to help again with the ESOB Renegade Volt. I'm so glad that I brought it again, and we got Lucas here from Unflat Irons with his scrapped octopus.
I don't know.
And it had one of the arms broke off, and I was able to
like a cast iron sprocket. So
pull out the Volt and help him out.
I'll have this all weekend. So if something happens for anything, yeah.
Rough. Just keep Dave away from me.
Yeah.
Once again, coming in handy. So glad I brought it. set up in minutes, tear down in minutes. Good to go. So this is the first time Steele Ryder is out in the open and in the wild, ready to be seen. So happy about that, and thrilled to be able to share that with everyone. We also, Mike and I both set up a booth this year, so we had a little vendor tent set up with some of our weld art on display. So that was cool to be able to share that experience as well with everyone there. Shout out to Steve Cost right there, one of the other artists. One of the little sculptures I was raffling off. We got Andrew there, another artist. It was so cool seeing everyone hanging out.
That's awesome.
Who remembers that as a kid?
Isn't that cool? There's a bucket full of them. You can actually spin it, yeah. So those are all good. I did not know that. These are not.
And then saw some friends over there, Carp Welding, Robert and Eve. They had a booth set up, and they are two phenomenal welders. So it was really cool seeing all of their work there. And then Mike, B's Fab Lab, had a little booth set up. So you get to see some of his work. We got Steele Ryder, everyone walking by. There's a really cool art piece from Michael Bennett.
Oh yeah, all right.
Please do me a favor and make some noise to welcome Mr. Mike Bass. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Woo.
How's it going, everybody? Oh my goodness. So, Scrapfest, for those who don't know what this is. So this started as a humble scrap metal sculpture competition around 16-ish years ago. And what happened was David Such, who is a videographer, he's retired now but owns a studio, a sculpture gallery, and he's still involved in Scrapfest to this day, but he had this idea for a scrap metal sculpture competition. And he came to my dad at Friedland Industries and he said, Larry, I have this idea for the scrap metal sculpture competition, and my dad, would Friedland like to host it? And my dad said, yeah, of course. And that's how it started. When it first started, it was 2 weeks. The artists had 2 weeks. I think we maybe had 10 artists at the time, around that, right? And they had 2 weeks, and right after the 2 weeks, then we had the festival. It was actually part of a different festival called the Festival of the Moon and Sun back in the day. And it was in the parking lot across the way there. And over the years, it has evolved. We always had a cool vision for it, but it's been so cool to see over all these 14 years of it evolving from the competition, goes from 2 weeks to now they get a month to make a sculpture. What happens is they get an hour to pick up to 500 pounds of scrap metal from Friedland, and then they get a month to make a sculpture. And then those sculptures, that's when we close down the street, the Turner Street here, and we have a silent auction so that people can bid on the pieces and they can purchase the pieces. And then they're also juried first, second, and third place. And then we have People's Choice. We have a documentary series that we started last year. The festival just keeps growing in all the best ways. And we feel like we have something very special here. And I hope you feel the same way. And I feel like a lot of people can feel that. What's cool about this festival is that, yes, it's a competition, but it doesn't ever feel that way. All you have to do is talk to just a couple of the artists, and you get the sense that you really have this vibe where everyone feels like the rising tide raises all ships. Everyone is trying to help the other person. It's your success is my success is your success. And as a result, what happens is the artists and the sculptures get better and better and better every year. And you can see it over the years. So yeah, give it up for all the artists who are involved, for being friends first. Yeah. For being friends first and competitors second. And I think that's the magic behind this festival. Now, for real. Okay, in the small category, the third place winner goes to Metal Mantis by Tommy Adams. Give it up for Tommy Adams, everybody. Woo! Give it up. Woo! Great job, Tommy. Tommy and Son. All right, the second place winner for the small category goes to The Chrysalis Crypt by Beaver's Fab Lab. Give it up for Mike Beaver, everybody. Where is he at? Oh, he might be at his booth right now. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. Chrysalis Crypt by Beaver's Fab Lab. Here, he's coming up right now. Mike also has a booth, too. So he's been running around a lot, paying attention to that too. Yo, give it up for Mike Beaver, everybody. So, the other thing I forgot to mention is that over the years, especially since last year, okay, so now we're getting teams that are coming in from all over the place. So we had a team from Texas last year. We had 2 teams from Pittsburgh this year. So Mike and Jonny Snider, they're both from Pittsburgh. So they came from Pittsburgh. We have 2 teams from Chicago. A lot of teams. Yeah, we had 1 team from Missouri this year, 2 from Ohio. So people are coming from all over to participate, which is great. Thank you, Mike. And the first place. Let's do a little drum roll here. First place for the small category is Steele Ryder by Jonny S. Weld. Give it up for Jonny S. Weld. Hey. He's our other Pittsburgh artist. Steele Ryder by Jonny Weld. Give it up. Yeah, man. Take a photo. Take a photo. Yeah, if you want to say anything, take a photo first. Yeah. You want to say a quick thing? Just thank you, everybody. That's good. Nice and sweet. So sweet. Thank you, Jonny. Many, many congrats. Okay, moving on to the large category. In third place, for the large piece category, we have Together by Team Hammered. Give it up for Ivan Iva, everybody. Woo! Oh, high fives along the way. High fives. Yeah, give it up for Rex. By the way, give it up for Rex. He's our youngest artist to date. I don't know if you saw Life on a Moon by Half a Hammer. There he is, there's Rex. Yeah. That's Travis's song. Yo. Yeah, give it up.
This competition has grown so much, and it means so much to me. So many people come together to do this. And I mean, Tommy, he drove up from Detroit to help us finish those magnets. This is family. To me, this is Christmas every year. And I just want y'all to know how much I love you, and I appreciate this.
Yo. All right, second place for the large piece category is The Last Word by Team Lock Performance. The Samurai. Give it up for Team Lock Performance, everybody. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a group of talented individuals we have up here. The Steele Fabrication Company, Lock Performance. Yo, give it up for, get a photo first, yeah. You want to say it?
Hey, I'm like humbled right now, so I really appreciate Friedland for putting this on. I really appreciate everybody up here with me. Without everybody here, it couldn't have happened. So thank you, everybody that came. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
That's what. Oh yeah, just one more photo. There you go. Yeah. Good. Woo. All right. And now it all comes down to The first place winner for the large piece category. Let's get a little drum roll going here. The first place winner for the large piece category is Archimedes of Syracuse by Team Elk Metalworks and Mad Smitty. Let's go. Kyle and Jason, it's their first year participating. They made the eagle that you see down there. That is resemblant of those toys that we used to have in the 1990s where the weight was in the beak. They made a life-size version of that. Yo. I'll let you get a photo first, then I'll give you the mic. You want to say something?
Thank you, Mike and Heather and Friedland. Man, this has just been such a fun opportunity with this circle of people who've just been so supportive, and it's amazing, man. It's good job, Mike. Wow, I can't believe it. Certainly been an experience, I'll tell you that much. Well, just thanks for putting this all on. It's been quite the opportunity.
Give it up one more time for Elk Metalworks, everybody. Mad Smitty. First place winners. Coming out of the Detroit area, I think, right? Southeast Michigan. All right, now what we have is the one and only People's Choice, everybody. Yeah, let's get a drum roll. This year's the Scrapfest 14 People's Choice Award goes to The Last Word by Lock Performance, the Samurai. It was very thick. The joy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Woo. Thank you so much again.
Appreciate you all.
Yeah. So what a year. I mean, like, just, again, the level of skill that just keeps increasing over the years is just unbelievable. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being a part of this.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. And so happy to be a part of Scrapfest this year. Can't believe I won first place in the small category. It's amazing. And congratulations to Mike as well for winning second place. We really brought home the win, Pittsburgh. So, and also, I just want to thank everyone, including my family, for letting me kind of participate in this. This takes over a whole month or two, and they really come through on making sure that I'm able to do it. So shout out to the family, shout out to my sponsors, Edge Welding Supply, ESOB, Uniweld, the PGH Printship for all the help that he does with everything. So, all right, thank you guys for watching.